Hi, this is Lara at Elliott Wave Stock Market with your twice-weekly Apple analysis. This analysis is done Thursday, 6th of June. I'm recording this video now, 8:35 in the evening, New York time, on Thursday, New York time. In my last analysis for Apple, expected some downwards movement for the last 3 days. That's exactly what we've got. So far, the wave count remains valid and it's got a reasonably typical look. This is the all-time high for Apple, and I'm seeing this as the end of a supercycle first wave structure. And down to the downside, we have a second wave correction at supercycle degree, and we're probably still within cycle wave A, considering how long this has taken. Cycle wave A looks like it's unfolding as a 5-wave impulse. At primary degree, we have 1 and 2 complete. Primary 3 is incomplete. It will reach 1.618. The length of primary wave 1 at 272. Within primary wave 3, it can only subdivide as a 5-wave impulse. We have intermediate 1 complete, intermediate wave 2 a rear running flat. I had expected this to move price just a bit above this point at least. It didn't do that, it's slightly truncated, but the subdivisions fit perfectly, so I expect this is where the second wave ended. It could be that there should be, if we've got a running flat there, that intermediate wave 3 has a strong downwards pull, which has skewed this second wave correction against the corrective direction and in the direction of the main trend. We'll see. I would expect momentum in the coming weeks for Apple to start to increase to the downside, so that's what I'm using MACD for, to have a look at momentum. Primary wave 3 should be the strongest downwards wave of the 5 within an impulse, and it should show an increase in momentum beyond that we've seen for primary wave 1. We haven't seen that yet, so the third wave is incomplete. With an intermediate wave 3, we probably have minor 1 and a long-lasting deep second wave correction, and minor wave 3 just in its very early stages. It will reach 1.618, the length of minor 1, at 381, and that target probably a couple of weeks or so away. Intermediate wave 3 will reach equality in length with intermediate wave 1 at 289.78. Within intermediate wave 3, if minor wave 2 is not over, and it is possible because we don't have a 5 down yet to confirm a trend change, if it continues further, it can't move beyond the start of 1 above 465.75. Let's have a look and see what's happened in the last few days on the hourly chart, where the end of minor 2 up here is this point up here. So minor wave 2 subdivides as a 5, 3, 5 zigzag with a leading diagonal, triangle for B, impulse for C. This may be where the third wave has begun, and so far price has managed to remain nicely below this parallel channel. I've drawn, almost using Elliott's technique, a bit of a best fit around this upward zigzag for minor 2. So if minor 3's begun here, I've just moved this down 1 degree today. I don't think this is the end of minute wave 1. We probably don't have the first wave within minor 3 over yet. So within minute wave 1, we have 1 and 2 at minuet degree, and the third wave is incomplete at 430.77. Minuet wave 3 would reach 1.618, the length of minuet wave 1, just a little bit below that, 2.29 below that, at 428.48. If the fifth wave has begun here and the fourth wave doesn't move higher, the fifth wave would reach equality in length with the first wave. There's no Fibonacci ratio between the first and third waves here within minuet wave 3. When that happens, I will expect to see a Fibonacci ratio for the upcoming fifth wave, and either the first or third, and equality with the first is the most common, and it coincides really nicely with this target calculated at 1 degree higher. So we have a reasonably good probability short-term target zone which may be met within the next couple of days or so. While minuet wave 3 is still unfolding and is an incomplete 5-wave impulse, any further upwards movement for the fourth wave within it may not move into first wave price territory. Movement above 443.71 would invalidate the wave count at minuet degree on the hourly chart level. When we see price move to a new low beyond the end of minor wave 1 at 418.9, a core Elliott wave rule that says the third wave must make a new price extreme beyond the end of the first wave would be met, and that would give me quite a bit more confidence in this wave count. We'd be confident then we're on target to reach, or on track to reach, this target, which is still a few weeks away. So we got downwards movement for Apple, but we don't have a clear 5 down on the hourly chart, and we don't have confirmation that we're in the middle of that third wave. We won't get it until that price point on the hourly chart and until you can see a nice clear 5. So far it just looks like a 3. We may have that when I do the next analysis early next week. That's all from me today with your Apple analysis, and I hope that everybody's looking forward to a fabulous weekend.